Hey guys, it's Friday. It is like Friday afternoon late. I went and ran some errands today. I'm gonna show you guys. I got a piece of wood at Hobby Lobby to make something. I told my friend telling my friend Tandy I was gonna make her. Come on, boo boo, come on. And go ahead, Ralphie. Basically, as soon as I took Justin to work, I went to Hobby Lobby and a Dollar Tree. I needed to return something to Hobby Lobby, and the thing I was returning was some shadow boxes that didn't work for me that I had got on sale, but when I got them, they were like 30% off. When I returned the stuff, shadow boxes were 50% off, so basically I was able to trade it in for better, bigger shadow boxes. So yeah, that was a score. Let me show you. Hold on. So this is what I got. It's like scrapbook frame. I guess, I don't know why, like if you would scrapbook a piece of scrapbook paper. I don't know. It's a little weird to me. But I got these at Christmas. If you're my new subscribers, my sister-in-law made us these. There's one for Amber, one for Ralph. Ralph, move. Thank you. Move. And the shadow box is a little big, but every other shadow box I tried, it was too small. So that is perfect. I'm going to hang those here. Might be kind of tall, but I mean, I don't really have anywhere else to put it. We're running out of walls, pretty much. But yeah, I'm going to see how they look when Justin gets home. I have him like hold it up for me, but that's, I mean, I wanted to like display it and I don't want it to like get dusty. So that's why I decided on the shadow box. And these are all crooked. I used to have a lot of our family pictures all the way up the hall, but then I took them down because I wanted to do, you guys saw at Christmas time, these are actually on there with the command strips, the Velcro ones, so it doesn't damage the wall. But those things are really expensive. So I haven't had the money, and I won't have it for a while, to go buy the command strips to take the family photos back up the staircase. So, but I did leave these up, but hopefully in probably the next 6 months to a year, we'll be able to paint and maybe even move because we need a bigger place. I know you guys like look at our house and you're probably like, why would you want to move? And I totally understand that. This house was a, what's the word? The house was an inventory home. Somebody started building it and then they couldn't afford it. So it was built to what they wanted it to be. For us, we saw it as a negotiation deal because we could negotiate a cheaper price for it. And it's a brand new home and it was something we could start in and then resell. Now the area we bought our house in, for lack of better words, it's just a really bad area. The thing about Houston is you have pockets of like bad, seedy parts of town where there's a lot of crime and stuff. And then you have pockets of nice part of town and they border each other and it's bizarre. Houston is so bizarre. But when we bought this house, it wasn't that bad around us. There's an area around us called the Heights. The Heights used to be like a bad part of town. And now it's like nice. People want to move there. And kind of like, the bad crowd got pushed out, and when they got pushed out more towards our area. So we're like smack dab in the middle. There's been like murders, crimes, people broken in to like the houses here. I caught somebody breaking into the house behind us one day. I had to like call the police. That was a whole big thing. So we do have gates, thank God. So I think that keeps the crime down a lot, especially once they finish building this neighborhood. I think that's going to help a lot because then the gates will be closed all the time. I am personally glad that I stay home and I don't like leave a lot. Like I'm always here because I don't worry so much about crime. Plus we have cameras and alarm system and all that stuff. But so our house is really beautiful and I am so grateful that we were able to buy a house and have this house, and we were able to buy it to where it wasn't quite finished. So there was a few things that you could negotiate on, but the actual floor plan of the house had already been picked. So we didn't have Ralph and we didn't even have Amber back then. We had our bunny rabbit and our chihuahua. So we didn't need a lot of yard, but now that we have adopted these two, it's like not a lot of yard for them to run and play in. And then I can't really, one, I don't ever walk them around the house because there is a lot of crime in Houston with people stealing dogs. Like, isn't that horrible? People are stealing people's pets and then they're selling them like on Facebook pages and all that stuff. But so one of my neighbors had they have a Doberman, a really beautiful dog, but it's like a AKC big huge Doberman. And one day they had said some guy driving through the neighborhood was like, "Oh, that's a nice dog. Is it full blood?" And it was just really weird, the kind of questions they were asking about the dog. And they don't actually like walk their dog around here anymore because of that. And for that reason, we don't walk the dogs around here. Just cause, yeah. So, but when we walk them, we drive to a spot we walk them that is away from the neighborhood. And I just would like to be able to be in a bigger neighborhood where stuff like that is, you know, a little easier to walk them and knowing exactly where you live. And also, I don't know. It's just, this was our starter home. And, you know, for some people, this is amazing. And this is a great house. And this is a great house. And it's amazing. We feel like super, super blessed. I just don't want everyone to ever hear me like complain about the house and be like, "Oh, but she has like this big, nice house." And I mean, we bought this house knowing the area around us, knowing it's a nice house. It's good, but it's like one of those, they build it in 4 months. So sometimes we find a lot of problems with it. We're repairing stuff. When we tore up the carpets, because at the time they could not renegotiate the like carpet had already been bought for the house or something. So we couldn't have like floors put in. And so we've been doing that slowly. We'll do a room at a time of the laminate flooring, the click and pop, the ones you put together. And so, but every time we pull the carpet up, we find all this stuff wrong. Or every time we replace a light fixture, we're like, okay, that's not up to fire code. So, I mean, it's a beautiful house, but sometimes there's things about it that go unseen that make us a little nervous. Like the way the wires and the power is done in the house is weird. And anyway, so if you hear us talking about wanting another house, that's why, like, A, this isn't exactly our dream home. We didn't pick this floor plan out. B, the dogs need more space in the yard. C, we can only have about one kid in it because Justin works in computers. He has to have his office. Now that I do YouTube full time, like I have to have, like I absolutely have to have like a filming room and stuff like that, that, you know, it's just not enough space once we have a kid, I have a feeling. We might even have to like move like the dining room stuff into storage or make this a playroom. Like, I don't know. These are things I think about all the time and stress about. But there is a neighborhood that we really love that we would like to move into in the future. Obviously not the near future, because having a kid taking up space isn't really an issue for us right now. The biggest thing is we would like the dogs to have more space and not feel on top of each other all the time. So I just wanted to say that in case you guys ever hear me complain, and sometimes I have to stop myself and realize at least we have a house and I should be grateful for these things, and I thank God every night for them. But we bought this house knowing this area was just not great. And right now, like, you don't want to sell because they have like 4 more houses they're going to build. And then we'll see the real value of our house plus all the changes we've made to it. And then in the next year or so, I have a feeling like the stuff around this area that's bad is going to be pushed out again. It's just kind of like a pattern of areas. So we just want to stick to it. Plus they're expanding the closest freeway to us, which always ups the property values around it. So that's another like really good plus. This was kind of like an investment home. We bought it. It's beautiful. We didn't have to do much to it, especially being first-time home buyers. It wasn't exactly our total dream, but it's been amazing. And hopefully we'll be able to get a lot versus what we paid for it when we end up selling it. And that would be really cool. So we just watched a YouTuber. I think he's got a funny personality. So I think he's good in that aspect. But we just watched him. He's like YouTube famous. I don't even remember what his name is. Like, I think I've seen some of his videos before actually, but somebody had put it on Facebook that Little Caesars, didn't we talk about that in another vlog, babe?
Yeah.
That Little Caesars pizza that's like bacon wrapped and like bacon crumbled on top and stuff. Well, he did like a review of it. Oh, I was like gagging the whole time. That is so gross.
It's pretty gross.
From a meat eater. Say it louder.
It's pretty gross.
Seriously. I just think he's going to be like Adam Richman. I was just texting my brother this. He's going to be like Adam Richman and eventually like, I mean like that's his livelihood is doing videos like that. So I get like that he has to keep it up. You know, that's...
Eventually his doctor's going to be like, dude.
Well, yeah, he's going to be like Adam Richman. That's what happened to him. And then he's going to have to hire someone else to eat the crap. Like Adam Richman did. He went from, Man versus Food to like...
Man versus Food Nation.
Man versus Food Nation. Like basically you F up your heart. Yeah. So, you know I was telling them earlier, since you weren't here, I was complaining, or was it complaining? I was like saying that there was no room to put like pictures up when I was showing them what Stephanie did for us. And I was like, we need a bigger house. And I was like, oh my gosh, I sound so ungrateful by saying stuff like that. But then I was trying to explain to them that we live in a really scary part of town around us. And the whole thing about how we bought the house because we knew eventually it would get pushed out further and then the value would go up and we'd make money on the house. But then I was like, I sound like I'm ungrateful or something. I feel bad anytime I say like I can't wait to move because I know like it's a nice house. Well, it looks like a nice house. There's just little things like, you know, electric issues and stuff. It's not a big enough house for this moose. Pretty much. Right, Ralphie? See, I need a big yard. What are you doing?
I'm trying to walk out of the room.
Why? Why are you leaving?
Why am I leaving? I'm leaving.
Anywho, what are we gonna watch?
The new Hunger Games movie.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch that. But first, Justin's gonna hang the pictures, right? Yeah. So all I did today in the vlog was talk a lot in the dining room and in the entryway and in the kitchen. I swear. What a day. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go edit the video and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! I don't know if y'all heard him in there, but Justin said bye!